The man glanced at the trophy in his hand instinctively, then spun around abruptly, and hurled it violently at the hotel window. Seeing the glass unscathed, his rage reignited. He snatched another medal from the counter and smashed it against the window. This time, a crack finally appeared in the glass. He hurled a third medal, but the hotel glass still held. Enraged, he grabbed the heaviest gold medal. He spun it 3.5 times and slammed it against the window with all his might. The window shattered instantly, startling his girlfriend beside him. She couldn't understand his actions. Then, he produced a coil of rope. Ignoring his family's pleas, he took a running leap out the window. But the railing was too smooth. His grip failed, and he plummeted. At the last second, he grabbed the ledge below. His parents were terrified by his recklessness, frantically pulling the rope to hoist him up. This only increased the danger. Fortunately, his girlfriend intervened. They lowered him, and as predicted, he scaled the opposite building using climbing techniques. Terrorists had released toxic gas throughout the city. The gas spread rapidly, reaching mid-level floors. Everyone fled upward to the rooftop, but the rooftop door was deadbolt shut. Worse, the manager had left the key in his office. Someone had to retrieve it, though wearing oxygen masks. Their effectiveness against the gas was uncertain. No one dared risk their life at this critical moment. To save his family, he risks climbing to the rooftop to unlock the door. His girlfriend tosses him chalk, which he crushes in a makeshift climbing chalk. Bolstered by her support, he leaps onto the ledge, reaching the tower top. He grabs the pre-positioned iron rod. After a silent prayer, he charges forward. His phenomenal grip saves him, fingers locking onto concrete outcrops. Onlookers gasp at his feet. Catching his breath, he resumes climbing. Abundant handholds make the initial ascent manageable. To track his progress, crowds below start live streaming. His parents' hearts clench, their throats watching. Edging toward window frames, he faces a toxic abyss below. Years of training prevent his fall. Under his girlfriend's watch, he traverses to the adjacent building. After brief respite, he cautiously advances, dusting hands with chalk. He plugs stone crevices, hauling upward. Each move is precision. One slip means plummeting doom. Few footholds exist. Progress hinges on arm strength. But as the man cleared the stone wall and reached for the street lamp, he realized it couldn't bear his weight. A slight tug sent him plummeting. Forced sideways, he scrambled for alternatives, finding footholds on jagged outcrops. The rooftop was within reach until his rope snapped taut. No matter how he strained, he couldn't grasp the ledge above. After Heartbeat's pause, he made a reckless choice, releasing his carabiner. His girlfriend's scream tore through the air, too late to stop him, as he committed to free soloing the sheer face. No rope meant certain death if he fell. His climbing training kicked in soon. He reached the statue then, lunged for its jaw. The shoddy craftsmanship betrayed him. As he pulled upward, a stone tooth shattered in his grip. He nearly fell, dangling midair, before desperately seizing the jaw again. Every climber knows gravity's cruel math. Muscle-ups conquer overhangs, only through brute arm strength. He hooked a leg, victory half won. With a final muscle-up, he conquered the ledge. His parents raced onto the rooftop. Against death, he bought their survival. But respite was fleeting. Toxic fumes were rising from below. We can't stay here any longer. Just then, a rescue helicopter appeared overhead. Everyone started shouting for help desperately. But in the pitch darkness, they were invisible. Xiaomei had a brilliant idea. She organized everyone with flashlights to form a giant H to signal a helipad. Then they flashed SOS in Morse code. 3 short for S, 3 long for O, the universal distress signal. But the faint lights still weren't visible enough. Thinking their shouts were too quiet, they amplified their cries with a speaker to no avail. Spotting colored stage lights, Xiaomei rushed to the control room. She began rapidly flipping switches, making the lights strobe violently. Her boyfriend marveled at her quick thinking. Just as exhaustion set in, the rescue team spotted them. Everyone burst into cheers as the helicopter approached. Salvation at last, but as Xiaomei stepped into the rescue basket, an overload alarm blared. The crew immediately retracted the basket. He begged them to take his girlfriend instead. Xiaomei released his hand, choosing to wait. He knew another chopper was impossible after this miracle, but refused to leave without her. As they clung to each other, Xiaomei broke down, sobbing in terror. Unbelievably, Another helicopter emerged. As its searchlights hit them, hope flooded their hearts. But while celebrating, they realized the chopper was veering away. People were screaming for help on the opposite route, where a helipad was clearly marked with an H. Obviously wealthy and vastly outnumbering them, they became the rescue team's priority. Hope evaporated again. Worse, toxic gas reached the rooftop, soon to engulf everything. Desperate, they scrambled for climbing gear. They suited up in protective gear, ascending higher. The man checked his timer. 7 minutes elapsed. Their oxygen masks were nearly depleted. They targeted the nearest building, already saturated with toxic fumes. His timer showed less than 10 seconds left. He grabbed the last oxygen mask, glancing at Xiao. As she looked away, he tore open the packaging and secured it over his face. Xiaomei turned too late. "What are you doing?" He ignored her protests, blocking her path. Under her stunned gaze, he sealed the mask on himself. Then he bolted, abandoning her. Devastated, Xiaomei screamed curses after him, wishing the rising gas would claim him first. Useless words. Survival demanded action now. The toxic gas is nearly engulfing him completely. His only option now is to climb upward. So reaching this tower's summit shouldn't be difficult. After surviving this ordeal, she still lashes out at her boyfriend, calling him a heartless man, just as he unexpectedly returns. After reaching her, despite her hitting and cursing him, he urgently produces a fresh oxygen mask and secures it on her. He'd risk descending to find oxygen masks. He knew the lower the greater the peril. Uncertain if he'd even find masks down there. Any misstep could mean fatal poison. That's why he went alone. Now equipped with fresh oxygen masks, they resume their desperate escape. Next, they reach a gymnasium aiming to scale the opposite rooftop, but a deep gutter blocks their path. Xiaomei quickly devises a plan, using dumbbells to construct a makeshift bridge. He helps hurl equipment across, and soon, Xiaomei advances gripping a rope, but too few dumbbells were thrown. Within steps, one dislodges, nearly sending her plummeting. He seizes the rope just in time. Traumatized by this near fall, Xiaomei freezes, inching forward with agonizing slowness. Finally, her agility carries her to the opposite ledge. Seeing this, the man grabs his pack and starts traversing the rope. Unbeknownst to them, a new threat silently approaches. Amidst the chaos of mass evacuation, a hot pot restaurant's exhaust system remained active, sucking toxic fumes into its ducts. Now spewing through vents, Xiaomei spots this danger just in time. Urgently calls out to her boyfriend. Seeing this, he has no choice but to scramble forward. But when he notices the toxic gas creeping closer to his girlfriend, he hastily retreats and urges her to evacuate immediately, staying behind to buy time for another plan. Doesn't she see? He's trying to sacrifice himself. As the gas nears her, she instinctively backs away, only to find her escape blocked by the rope. He hesitates. Should he release the safety bolt? But releasing it would trap her boyfriend permanently. As she wavers, a flying kettlebell suddenly lands, right at her feet. Then the man bursts through the toxic fog. They narrowly escape death once more. On the rooftop, they discover mannequins and set up decoys to fake a crowd signaling for rescue. Xiaomei spots classmates trapped below. Their building's rooftop access is locked, cutting off their rescue hopes. A daring boy volunteers to scale the billboard and unlock the roof access. But lacking climbing skills, he plummets mid-ascent. His safety rope saves him, leaving the couple closely watching. Suddenly, rescue choppers appear. This crew spots their decoys immediately. But Xiaomei's gaze lingers on the students below, her boyfriend torn between survival versus salvation. After a heavy silence, they grant the rescue spot to the students. Then, Xiaomei and the man placed all the dummies on the ground. They then laid down themselves. From above, this formed a large arrow. The rescue team immediately understood upon seeing it. They turned around instantly and flew toward the classroom. All the students were thus rescued. Unfortunately, the couple missed another rescue opportunity. To make matters worse, the poison gas tanker truck suffered a second explosion, causing the poison gas to spread faster. Seeing this, they decided to head to the tallest building for chance. Just then, a drone appeared. It was sent by the father after his rescue, who had been trying to save them. He happened to encounter a group of reporters, so he paid them to deploy a drone to find his son, and unexpectedly succeeded. Then, the reporters seeking more money sold the live broadcast rights to a TV station. Soon, major platforms began live streaming the couple's life or death escape. But when they finally reached their destination after much hardship, they were blocked again by a chasm. And this time the gap was too wide, so their previous dumbbell throwing method would never work. Turning back was now impossible, with a massive poisonous fog closing in behind them. After enduring immense hardships, they had finally found a path to survival. But now they were trapped once more. At this moment, they could no longer hold back their emotions. We saved so many people, yet fate still wouldn't spare them. Just as they were ready to accept reality, countless drones suddenly appeared. It turned out the audience was moved by their bravery. No one stood idly by. Instead, they all came to help. The drones dispersed the toxic fumes around them. Spotting this, he immediately saw a way to using a drone to carry a rope across and secure it to an anchor point. With the operator's expert control, the rope looped securely around a pipe. Then, the drone pulled taut, the knot locked tight. His plan, zipline across and climb the tower crane. But halfway across, they got stuck mid-air, trapped again with no way forward or back. Worse, the anchor rope threatened to give way. Xiaomei acted fast, riding on his back, and pulling scissors from her pack. Her idea, swing them to safety. But disaster struck. When the chopper arrived, only toxic fog remained. They'd vanished. As they turned back, a spotter glanced at the crane and spotted them miraculously alive. The drone, jammed in the pipe, had anchored them. This time, rescue arrived just in time.